Hey guys, welcome to data engineering. So in the series, we've looked at data loading into Excel by Power Query. We looked at data quality. We've updated the data source. We did some transformation, deleting of columns. We looked at pivot table, and then we looked at removal of duplicate rows. And we looked at pivot tables and pivot charts as well. So today we are going to explore box plots. So this is where we left off the last time. We had the pivot charts and slices. We're gonna just make a copy of this sheet with the pivot tables and charts, and we'll just rename it as pivot with box plots. Okay, so um, here we already have the data. I'm going to insert 4 columns to the left. Okay, and for example, we would select maybe 2 countries like China, click multi-select, and select Singapore. Okay, so the data, let's look at volume. So we're looking at columns F, G, and H. So select 3 columns to its left and just make it equal to FGH. All right, so we're just Control Shift Enter. So all the data is in now BCD. So the reason why we move the data out is because we cannot refer directly to the data in the pivot table if we're going to build a box plot. So once we are here, select the country name, which is the categorical label. Hold down Control and select volume as well. Then click on Insert, Insert Statistic Chart. Select Box and Whisker. Okay, so it shows up right here. Okay. Okay, don't need the title, so we'll remove it. Instead, we'll insert axis titles. Make everything bigger. Okay, bold the axis so you can see clearly that from China and Singapore, right? And we label the axis. We have volume measured in containers. Okay, select click bold and set it to 20. And then here we have the country. Control A to select, Control B to bold, set the font to size to 20. Okay, so now the you have the box plot, right? I'm gonna hide the other columns so we can see the slices. So Alternate D, G, G to group the columns, hide them. Okay, so let's focus on we have 2 countries. We can change, remove one country, add another. Right? Click on the chart to make sure that uh, the data range is still correct. Okay, and if for some reason we want to add 3 countries, right, then obviously, if you click into the chart, you need to extend the range just to make sure it includes your data, right? Okay, so now you see three countries. All right. See. Okay. Uh, Taiwan, maybe. Okay. So in terms of volumes, we have this. Insert some row to. Okay. Now, right. So you have three box plots here. Okay. And you can also filter by the different container types. Okay. Let's try. Okay. So that's the box plot. Want to see more? You can just drag it out a little bit. So you have the whiskers, you have the median, the mean is here. Right. That's the third quartile, the first quartile. Okay, so that's our box plot. That's it for today. Thanks.